Hello. If it's Monday, it's Beyond Babbitt, and this is your host. Man, to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm Brian Anthony or if I'm Polar Bear One Polar today. Got a few pressing issues that I'd like to speak up on. Now, to be honest with you, I would have went live with this one, but I don't think I'm set up yet to do that because and these videos take a lot of gigs. I think that last video took 5 gigs or something like that. Shot it in HD. I'm still just using my phone. Like I said, I'm within the first month of doing this. Not within, but a month and a couple of days. I'm a little over. But still doing it. So now, come to discover that the episodes I do basically on business, they're okay. But out of all the videos, they get the least, and I don't know if it's a matter to me because I want to help y'all. Y'all are helping me. This is therapy for me. Hope it's therapy for y'all. Hope I'm enlightening you and bringing something to the table. Another thing I've noticed, getting a lot of playtime, people watching the videos, liking the videos, and thank you. I really do appreciate that. It's a lack of sharing the videos. If you think the video was nice, if you liked it or didn't like it, please share it. Maybe someone else can benefit from it. If you heard something that you haven't heard, or you needed to hear, or you want to hear, or you think will be beneficial to someone else, also please share the video. Now, it's February the 26th, Monday. It's about 78 degrees out here, almost 80. And we just came back from being... came from being 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. And, you know, we got over the rain and the cold, and all of a sudden it's hot, Jack. It's hot. So this may be how I have to do my videos, just hit a bunch of topics. Since I'm not going live, I can't see feedback in real time. So, you know, if I was live, maybe someone would come on and say something and give me, you know, some kind of guidance on if I'm making myself clear, or if you're understanding what I'm saying, or if you even care, you know. But, so I'm just doing the videos. And one thing I learned from Grant Cardone, I'm piecing together two things, right? I learned something from Gregory Mannarino. He does this, he's a day trader. He does his videos just to help people. There's no charge to watch his videos. He has a book on trading options for free you can download. He has his own website, right? So he's just doing it out of the kindness of his heart. You don't have to subscribe or anything like that. So there's no fees to learn anything. You don't have to, he doesn't have a class or school or something that you have to take. And I think that's beautiful. One thing I learned about Grant Cardone, he said he's not gonna do anything unless he can find a way to make some money from it. Like, you know, every time he's giving these motivational speeches, he's gonna try to find out a way to profit from it. It makes sense. Like right now, I'm just doing this to stay motivated, to help y'all and to help me. Sooner or later, I'm going to figure a way to tie it into some money. That's a turnoff for a lot of people, but sales make the world go around, people. So, now, pressing issues. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, that I'm a hip-hop artist. I've done a few things, you know, since I was probably started way before I was a teenager, you know. So I'm a writer, I'm a producer, I'm a rapper, you know, I do it all, right? But I want to come on here to talk about one of the things that I'm going to talk about, the sad state of quote-unquote hip-hop, rap, entertainment, music today. Okay. So, And I say that to say, a few days ago, there's a San Antonio rapper, local San Antonio guy named Chris P. He was 25 or 26 years old. I don't know him. I'm gonna get this right in a minute, guys. I don't know him. And he doesn't know me. I don't know his people, his camp. You know, it's just something I'd observed from afar. So approximately 8 to 9 months ago, an up-and-coming rapper, artist from Louisiana came to San Antonio to do a show. He was out of Louisiana, out of Baton Rouge, and he named himself 22 Savage. Okay, so there was already a 21 Savage out of Atlanta, Georgia. And this guy said all of a sudden he's 22. Then there was a bunch of them that popped up after that, 23 or whatever. There's also now a 52 Savage. He's from Dallas, and he's blowing up. But what I had to say about this, so 22 Savage had a show in San Antonio. He was rocking the show. The video's out there. I believe I first seen it, I believe, on Say Cheese TV or something. The video's out there. He was rocking the show. Everybody was jamming to him, and looks like he got pulled into the crowd, and his chain came up missing. Okay. Then I don't know if I seen that on Say Cheese, but I had definitely seen this on Say Cheese. The guy that got killed, Chris P was his name. Come to find out from the newspapers that it's Chris Polk, that he came up with the chain, did an interview on Say Cheese, and he never said he snatched it, but he said he know everybody. He knew who had it, and he told him to give it to him. And so some people say he paid the guys to give it to him. I don't know if he paid to have it snatched, but whoever snatched it and they had it, he said, I buy it from you. He bought it for so ever much. And he went online, what we call high capping. Okay, so something bad happens to this guy. The dude says he's a savage, which is saying, I'm talking about 22 says he's a savage. Savage is like, I believe that word first migrated from Chicago about gang members, gangsters, you know. They guerrillas, they crazy, they'll shoot you, they'll do this, they'll do that. They're just savage, you know what I'm saying, brutal. And so the guy calling himself 22 Savage and his chain gets snatched. That's already hurt right there. You know what I'm saying? That's your reputation in this music business. If you're going to be a gangster rapper, then you can't go around letting your chain, you can't let nothing happen to you wherever you go. And so the guy Chris P, the one who got killed, did an interview with Say Cheese, and he was talking this tough stuff. He mentioned Houston a lot. I guess he has a lot of respect for Houston. He says he got family in Houston. He mentioned Houston and San Antonio mainly. Never mentioned Dallas at all, even though he does have a song with Mo 3. But and so I think he was asked, you know, this could, you know what come with this? You sure you want to do this? He said, you sure you want to do this? And the guy says, yeah, I'm sure I want to do it. I know what comes with this. He pulled out, looked like something like a Mac 10. You know, nobody don't really use that no more, man. But when I watch some of his videos, the one he did with Mo 3 was called They Looking For Me. And I'm gonna go the other way. I'm trying to get the right sunlight, man. I'm outside, it's a wonderful day. I'm walking and enjoying it. I'll go this way. So it's called They Looking For Me. You know, in that one he has a Kalashnikov, AK-47, Draco, you know, short one. And He had some nice verses. I wouldn't, I can't say nothing bad about him, but man, rest in peace to the guy, man. Chris P. My prayers go out to your family, man. But the Say Cheese video went viral, man. It's like one day, man, I think it had 50,000, and it probably ended up doing close to 1 million, but it got up there quickly. It didn't take several years to get this, and this guy, his music career had already started. I had never heard of him before that. So the point I'm getting at, publicity stunts, man. Publicity stunts. Like beef and fake beef, to get famous, to get likes, Drill music went mainstream. It's the Chicago stuff, man. They start dissing each other and they start killing each other for real. So the rappers chain snatching been going on, but it really went mainstream as this is the way to do it. Last year, started with Big Motor in Tennessee, Memphis. Shy Glizzy, a rapper from the DMV. It's like DC, Maryland, Virginia. Gangster rapper. He come there with his clique. I forgot if they Crips or Bloods or whatever, but they was pretty strong in M-Town. And he checked in with some locals. He actually checked in with Black Youngster. This is where the Black Youngster Rollo beef come from. Black Youngster's also out of Memphis and Rollo from Atlanta, but Rollo is cool with Shy Glizzy. Anyway, make a long story short, Big Motor in Memphis asked, all this is on the YouTube. You can see it. You can pull it up. But Big Motor asked him to do a show or something like that. And I think the guy told him, man, get the freak out my face, man. Or whatever, but it wasn't no kind words. I guess he felt like he was feeling himself. I got my crew here, I'm gangster, I'm so-and-so, I'm so-and-so. So, well, some stuff went down, man. Some fighting. Shy Glizzy chain got snatched. Some shooting. Shots fired in the club. Which way can I do? Let me keep straight. Shots fired in the club. I don't think anyone was hit. So what happened, now Black Youngster wasn't there, but Shy Glizzy had already called and checked in with him, and boys to look out for him. I gotta be somewhere else or something. So the story goes that the rumor is, like I said, I don't know any of these people. Oh, this is on the internet if you want to find it. Rumor is that kind of rubbed Yo Gotti the wrong way. Shy Glizzy's supposed to be his boy too. Especially in the industry, they come to your city, riding on your name, you don't let nothing happen to them like that. So, what ended up happening, rumor is, Gotti put a bounty out, from like 35, 40 bands for this chain. And he said, he don't care what you do, whoever took it, I just want the chain. Well, a lot of guys in Memphis got scared. They called Chicago because a lot of those guys are claiming Chicago gangs. Chicago tried to make a public service announcement to Yo Gotti like Jay Prince did to Birdman and Puffy and Suge. Yo Gotti didn't respond. He made a boss play. He ain't responding to it. I'm gonna catch you in traffic. Yeah. So next thing, I think this was on, I don't know which show it was on. Maybe it was Say Cheese as well. But Black Youngster pull up to all those guys. There was a bunch of them, gang members or whatever, who had the chain. They gave it to him. It looked like he paid them 10 bands to get the chain back. Shy Glizzy got it back. Okay. Not too long after that, whether this is relevant or not, whether it had anything to do with it or not, Big Motor got hit up, man. He got shot 12 times. He not dead. Matter of fact, recently I think he's still tripping. He's still talking about the Shy Glizzy stuff, man. He's still, stirring that up. So yeah, he was the first one that, because Big Motor nobody had heard of him. After this incident, he went mainstream. It's like everybody knew him. So the shenanigans was on. This was a green light to get the shenanigans going. Next up, you know, you got gangsters everywhere saying, oh, this is a no-fly zone. You come here, we're gonna snatch your chain. They were saying it everywhere. We're gonna rob you, this and that, all over. Well, it just so happened, fast forward back to San Antonio. 22 Savage, I think he already had a murder charge he had just beat. And he was beefing with the guys out of Atlanta. 21 Savage, because they was like, you took my name, you can't be going around calling yourself that one. It's a video that was out there. What was those guys' name? Slaughter Gang and PDE was saying, oh, you're gonna die soon, we coming to Baton Rouge. So it's like everybody in Louisiana made videos, you ain't coming here. And a lot of them said, we don't even ride with TJE, 22 Savage. We're gonna ride for this, because ain't nobody coming to our city, to our state, and touching nothing, you hear me? So that died down. The Atlanta boys kind of got the message that if we're gonna get them, we're gonna have to get them somewhere else. We can't go to this guy's city and state and do nothing, because everybody riding, they sticking together. Okay, people who don't even like this guy, they're not gonna let nobody else from out of town come in and touch him. Okay. Okay, so Baton Rouge solid, Louisiana solid. So 22 Savage had established himself. You know, he might be a real one. You know, that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants the gangsters. Ever since Eazy-E, man, and Ghetto Boys, man, and Ice-T, and, you know, so all these guys set the trend. This started 30 years ago, bro. Trying to be hard. I mean, you know, because when the New York guys had it, like LL Cool J and stuff like that, it wasn't about no gangs. They were just by yourself being hard, you know. When NWA got it, Ruthless Records, it's all about that gang. The boys in the hood, you know. Gangster. So it took it up a level. So, back to San Antonio. So the guy, Chris P, ended up with 22 Savage's chain. And he even admits on some of the videos, interviews he did, he didn't take it. He didn't say he paid for it, but he said he told somebody to give it to him, and he got it. Okay. Now, so after that, some guys from Louisiana pulled up. They said 30 deep. Maybe it was 10 cars or 30 cars in San Antonio with bandanas on their face, masks around their head, looking for this guy, man. Now remember, this guy, his group was 8 Life. He was supposed to be in a blood from San Antonio, and team was supposed to be tight, street nigga. They showed up. I'm watching from afar. Like I said, I don't know anybody from either side. I don't have any inside information. All this, you can find this on YouTube if you do the work. So they pull up and they find out, apparently they found somebody in San Antonio who was feeding them the information. They show up at this guy's aunt's house, and she was talking about his daddy and oh, he's a good boy and all this old stuff. I'm gonna call him. They finally got him on the phone. Hold on, let me tie my shoes right quick. Don't go nowhere. All right, so they finally got the guy on the phone. And they told him, we here with your auntie or whatever. Told him, yeah, my homeboy was gonna do this and do that. I had to save him, you know. We don't want nobody getting hurt. We just want the chain. Meet me here, meet me there. Dude was trying to sell it back for like 20K. And on the phone, you can hear Chris saying, like he was gonna do it. There was no noise talking. There was no, where y'all at? We coming. There was none of that. So Chris never showed up, man. And the guys left and went back to Baton Rouge. And Chris rubbed it in. He made another interview. You niggas weak, you know, you come down here and you go to somebody's house that ain't even kin to me and didn't touch nothing, you know, as if he wanted this woman to get hurt. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. His character, you know what I'm saying? And it's a whole bunch with it that if we pull up, he beating his chest, you know, ape, monkey, gorilla. So if we pull up, we hitting something. Y'all make Baton Rouge look weak. Y'all niggas some hoes. You know, it was a whole bunch of words exchanged in the video. And on top of that, he made a freaking rap video about it, a song, man. You messing with the tone, and you know, you come to San Antonio, got his chain snatched, and it was a whole bunch of stuff that went into it, man. And he told him, you went home without your chain. How you explain that? Now see, that right there, something happened to somebody and you rub it in, that's a no-no. Because I know a lot of people from Louisiana, you know, especially, I mean, pretty much all over the state, but especially down that way. Baton Rouge is like less than an hour from New Orleans, man, you know. And so it's always been a high crime rate, man. You know, it's a lot of things that go on down that way, right? And so I heard somebody on social media tell me, you from Louisiana, go get your chain back. You see what I'm saying? He tried. He sent the goons, they couldn't get it. Well, the dude, Chris, now is dead. It's been 8 or 9 months ago. The cop said this. I watched a clip from Relatable Oddball, and then I watched the San Antonio News Channel clip. And I watched the Jordan Tower clip. So piecing it all together, Chris P had a show in San Antonio, his hometown. I don't know who performed with him, but after the show, he's one of the last people leaving. Some people followed him. Now, when you're an artist nowadays, you do your own promotions. When you got a show, you put it on YouTube. You put it on all your social media, all 25 of them. You want everybody to know where you're going to be, what you're going to be doing. That could be good. It could be bad. In this case, it was bad. It was dangerous because people who you didn't know was looking for you had your every move, right? They knew where you was going to be. So apparently, I don't know if the guy, Chris, if he was strapped or what, but when I watched the news media clip, somebody in his family, I don't know if it was his brother, or uncle, cousin, daddy, or whatever, they were saying, we don't know who did what. Said it could have been anybody. Said Chris was really in them streets. So he was really out there for real, you know, doing stuff. Man, I'm gonna have to turn around. The sun got me. Boom, we're gonna walk backwards. You know I'm cold. So anyway, the dude Chris P, man, in the song he made, the diss song, he was like, you had to go back without your chain. How you explain that? And he was also saying some stuff, you know, he was like, you gotta quit rapping and go back to telling jokes. And he said, y'all gonna have to kill me, you know what I'm saying, in order to get this chain back. You messing with the tone. So yeah, he was just, in the comments, everybody from San Antonio, oh man, they were supporting this guy. It gave me an eerie feeling. See, because the power of life and death is the power of the tongue. You see what I'm saying? You can speak things into existence. That's a verse straight out the Bible. You see what I'm saying? So, just like you can speak good and it come to pass, you can speak wicked and it come to pass. Watch what you say. So he was like, so it ended up happening that the guy, 22 Savage, quit rapping. Just like the song said, just like Chris said you're gonna have to do. Guess what? He changed his name to Funny Mike, and he started doing jokes, comedy. Well, he was already doing jokes, but that's all he was doing, right? Just like the song said. Chris said some other stuff though on the song. He's like, "You're gonna have to kill me." I read the comments. Somebody from San Antonio was like, "Man, Chris doing a lot of talking." Apparently they felt some kind of way too. It made them feel eerie, like it made me feel. And I'm nowhere near San Antonio. And I'm like, man, I saw his team, right? Because I done been to some places. I know some guys now. And I done been to some places. I see how teams move if you're ready. You know what I'm saying? If somebody gonna make a hit, I see how you move to see if you're a prime candidate. Look at his videos, man. He had a couple of guys, they didn't look like they had blood on their hands. They wasn't experienced gangsters. They might have been new at it. You see what I'm saying? It's certain people set off alarms. You get vibes from people. You know, you tell this guy has done this, will do this, can do this, is capable of doing this type of thing. The guy Chris P seemed like he could have been a football player. He was stocky. Looks like he could have been a football player. He could have been a bully. His character didn't, you know, he didn't bully. Yeah, I don't see him as being like a respected snake. You know what I'm saying? Where he backstabbing everybody, robbing everybody, killing people, and everybody's afraid of him. No, he might have been just like some football jocks might give a smaller guy a wedgie. He might have been that guy. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't even know him. But that's what that is. But the bad news is he's no longer with us. I'm gonna get over here and I'm gonna stop so I can use the sunlight correctly. In the background, right here, baby. Right here. Okay. So he's no longer with us now. This is how they said it went. When he left the club, he wasn't by himself. He had somebody with him in the passenger side. I imagine leaving the club. I don't know if the guy drank or did drugs or whatever, but if he did, he had done some. Right? That's what happens at the club. And they said before he got to his destination, maybe he was going home. First, it was just the report was one car pulled up on him and opened fire, and he died. The next report, it was two vehicles. One pulled in front of him, one pulled on the side of him, and both vehicles opened up fire. Almost like a professional hit. This was something that was planned out, not spontaneous. And they're saying that he didn't get into it while he was at the club. He didn't have an argument with anyone, disagreement with anyone. It was a peaceful day. And this is all around the same time the guy 6ix9ine was in San Antonio. So there was a lot of things going on that weekend in that city. So yeah, like I said again, my condolences to the families for his demise. Matter of fact, at the end of the video I saw on the news station, it said that Chris was a believer. Wow. I could believe that. He seemed like, you know, his character was kind of like that. But at the same time, if he was a believer, you know. Okay, so they said he didn't snatch the chain, but he was going to extort them guys to get it back. Believers shouldn't do extortion. That's written. You know, you don't do anything like that. And he knew it was stolen. Okay. And he dissed those guys. I mean, a lot of things you don't do as a believer. You know what I'm saying? So if he was a believer, he made a mistake, or a few mistakes that cost him his life. So from the time that he got a hold of the chain, 8 months later, he's dead. And I think back to the Say Cheese video. He was like, I know what come with it. But did he really know? Did he really know what come with it? Did he know that 8 months after you got this chain, you're going to be dead? And again, I don't even know if those guys had anything to do with it. Apparently, like his relatives said, Chris was out there. We don't know who did what or who had problems with him. So Chris was in the streets like that. In other words, so this is some stuff that he was doing, right? This is some stuff that he was just getting into. And he's no longer with us. And that's a future topic, something I want to discuss. Why are our children choosing the gang life? Why are our children choosing to be gangsters, gangster rappers? Why does everybody want to rap so bad? Up until the time they 40, 50, and 60, they still want to rap, still want to sing. It's deep. We can discuss this. And then discuss the business end of it, because even though our people are the main attraction, the main draw, we've created every music genre that exists. We don't control the music business. We don't control the business of it. I mean, our people may get to be millionaires, but we make others billionaires and trillionaires who didn't put in anything, who didn't snap a finger, who didn't write one word, who didn't utter a sound on the recording. But they make more money off of our art than we do. See? So there is some relevance here. And what do you think? I mean, do you think that, and I see a trend happening, because also that same week, not the weekend, that same week, All-Star Weekend in Los Angeles, a rapper out of Chicago, Famous Dex, got his chain snatched by, I believe the dude is a Crip, a Los Angeles Crip. I watched the video. Dex was like, if I don't get my chain back by tomorrow, I'm a pee. I'm a vagina. He didn't get it, so he deleted his page. I saw King Yella, another Chicago guy who moved out of Chicago, moved to Vegas, who talks cash money trash all the time, like he the baddest cat on earth, like nobody ain't gonna touch him nowhere. He all in Vegas, capping like he hard. And what's so bad about it, this same guy, when he was in Chicago, he tried to do a Black Lives Matter video, stop the violence, he wanted peace, and got shot doing that in Chicago. It's the only time I seen Yella outside on a video that he was doing. Other than that, he's in the house. You see what I'm saying? But he said, man, I don't know what's up. He was saying something like, we don't lose GDs, because he claims to be a GD. He said, we don't lose our stuff. Yeah, GDs all across the country, across the world. We got to come together. It's like fear. You know what I'm saying? It's like he wasn't used to what LA got gangs. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's GDs in LA. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of made him think. At first, Yella used to talk all that trash. You gonna die? Ain't nobody gonna do this. No way. West Coast, East Coast, wherever. He just was super bad. Okay, Famous Dex, a GD, he got his chain snatched in LA, and he didn't get it back. So Yella kind of shook over that. He like, we a GD, man. We don't supposed to lose. We gangster. We. So after his call, then I watched a video that said Dex sends goons on the guy who snatched his chain. And the guy, he looked like an R&B singer, man. He was like, they don't want no smoke. They don't. You know what I'm saying? Like the song was getting ready to start. But he had hella guns. And he said, I'm coming, big bro. And they let you know what I'm saying? Big bro and little bro, that means something. So, I'm coming, big bro. You already gave the green light. We gonna get that chain he got. And whoever got the chain, we gonna get it. Well, that's a problem, man. You see what I'm saying? This guy, whoever he is that snatched the chain in LA, apparently he's affiliated. He's connected. I think he was Crip. Maybe he might have been blood, but he's something. And it's a lot of them there. So you got to get in and out without them seeing you. And it's possible. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. So it's a dangerous trend coming. And a lot of stuff might be about to happen that might not be good. You know what I mean? It might not be good at all. mean, can you imagine a gang war, you know? Nothing like this has happened since Al Capone times, you know. LA against Chicago gangs, you know, or New York against LA, or New York against Chicago, or whatever, man. But all of them getting into it. I just watched a video where some guy from Atlanta say he just got out of prison doing 5 years, and he checking Rico Reckless. Talking about if I see Rico Reckless, it's another Chicago rapper. Now, one thing about Chicago guys, they stick together. You see what I'm saying? Once they're outside of the city, in the city, everybody hate everybody. Outside of the city, just because you from Chicago, you got some gangsters. Even if they ain't in your same thing, you got some gangsters riding with you. This guy from Atlanta say what he gonna do to Reckless, man. And apparently he connected with some Atlanta gangs. Yeah, gangs all over the map now. But it's a dangerous trend, you know. Who's the baddest? You gonna come to my city and run me? Or am I gonna come to your city and run you? Are we gonna be neutral? We gonna be friends? Or you gotta be for where you go? Everywhere you go, you gotta take, like Jesus said, you gotta take 100 niggas to the bathroom to piss to keep from getting touched. It's a dangerous trend. Anyway, that's what I wanted to speak on. I don't want this to be too long, but you know, it's definitely, it's beyond Babbitt. You know, I'm gonna get back on some relationships and on some other stuff, but right now, this is most pressing because we got young guys losing their lives, man, thinking it's cool to beef. Thinking, oh, ain't nothing going. You know, I hear these guys, ain't nothing ever happened to me. Ain't nothing gonna ever happen to me. Are you crazy, man? Are you nuts? Come on, man. How many gangsters you know? I know a whole bunch of them. Something done happened to every last one of them. It's only so long you're gonna go. You're gonna beat the odds, Jack, before you get beat, before you get robbed and killed. You know, set up some kind of way. Before you take a few bullets, you might live, but you might not ever be the same. So don't think you just are the ones, you know, you gonna always be the one doing something to somebody else. And when you living like that, it's gonna come to you too, man. You see what I'm saying? Billy the Kid, after a while, he didn't want to go around saying I'm Billy the Kid. You know why? Just because you mention your name, somebody feel like, oh, if I do this to him, I'm on. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's happening now. Everybody want the clout. Clout chasing, baby. So, nobody don't want to be Billy the Kid. You know what I'm saying? If you Billy the Kid, you ain't gonna go around pumping your chest out, beating your chest. I'm Billy the Kid. Because you already know it's cats waiting on you everywhere you go. Just cause you Billy the Kid, if I get Billy the Kid, I'm next up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Never ending cycle. Anyway, comment down below. Like, share. Don't forget to share. Hit the notification bell. Let me know what you think about this one. All right. Beyond Babbitt, over and out.